Brown, and I'm the host of Prestige and Property. I am thrilled to be in the company of Becky Ardizzone, one of the premier luxury brokers in Palm Beach Gardens and Jupiter. Becky has invited us to tour this expansive residence here behind the gates of Old Palm Golf Club. Becky, thank you for having us.
I'm so excited to have you here.
I am going to ask you a few questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, this will be exciting.
One of the things that I love is meeting other Floridians. I'm a native Floridian, and I know you are as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in South Florida, like the Coral Springs, Margate area specifically.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I actually live right near there, and I grew up in Miami.
That's awesome. We're both South Floridians.
Yeah.
We do not see that often.
No. So then you're naturally rooting for the Miami Heat.
Oh, absolutely. How exciting is that?
That's awesome, because otherwise we'd have to cut the interview short.
Yeah. Go home now.
What's one of the best places you've ever visited?
Oh man, the best. I don't know if it's the best, but one of my favorite places is probably out west. Anywhere in like Nevada, even Las Vegas. The weather is great. There's so much to do. It's just nice to have a change of pace too and get out of your tropical climate and go visit the desert and something like that.
That's awesome. I've been wanting to take the boys to the Four Corners. Not quite Nevada, but close. I mean,
yeah,
it's one of the Four Corners.
Absolutely.
But it's hard to get there.
It is. It's hard to find the time, right? Like,
yeah.
It's just, everything's always so busy. And
yeah. But we'll get there eventually.
Good. You should. It'll be great.
If there's a baseball stadium, it's easier to convince the little one.
There you go.
So one of the things I also wanted to ask is, because I love shoes, when you meet with potential sellers or buyers, is there a specific pair of shoes that you wear?
Oh, that's so funny. So I'm really not a shoe lover, but for me, especially exploring these large residences and the clubhouses that are, these clubhouses are so big, comfort is really what I'm all about. So I have to say my favorite are like my White House Black Markets. They're pretty, they're comfortable, walk all day in those shoes.
It's funny because I agree, I like the flats, but whenever I'm feeling like I need a little bit of confidence, I bring out Manolos and I'm like, okay, that's
Can't
what I'm
go
wearing.
wrong with that. Exactly.
I'm gonna crush this with my Manolos.
Can't go wrong with Manolos.
Is there something about Old Palm that people might not know?
I think one of the beauties of Old Palm and what makes this place really so special and so unique, it's not the beautiful grand estates, it's not the gorgeous clubhouse, but it's actually the people. From the staff at the club to the residents and the members, the people are just so friendly, so warm and welcoming. And that's what makes this place just so unique.
That makes sense. And I've spent time here and I can attest to that. So that really is a difference maker.
It's very special.
Having been at several clubs,
Yeah.
there is a difference.
There is. It has just a different vibe. And I attributed that to the members and the staff at the club.
Wonderful. So now that we got some of those questions out of the way, I did want to ask a little bit about your real estate career, and if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm getting BA Luxury off the ground, my own branding, my own real estate firm, as you know. Very exciting stuff. I just decided with the new developer here at Old Palm moving on, and it was a time for me to kind of branch out, spread my wings, and do my own thing. And so far it's working well for me.
Awesome. And how long have you been in real estate?
So I've been in real estate pretty much my entire life, come from a real estate development background and real estate development background family. I was licensed in 2006 officially and have just immersed myself into it ever since.
Awesome. And I know that your numbers were great for 2022. So you mind sharing those numbers?
Yeah, so 2022 was a wonderful year, rocked it. I think the final number was somewhere around $54 million in sales, which is not too shabby.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I know that starting your own company is challenging. What are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome?
Well, thanks to you, one of the challenges I no longer have to overcome is marketing. That is a challenge, and finding time to spread yourself between showings, the paperwork that comes with owning your own business, and then the marketing aspect. I think that the challenge has just been finding the time to do it all and be everywhere I need to be, but I'm making it happen, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. And I think you definitely get the hang of it. I think at the beginning it's very overwhelming. And then once you put the pieces where they belong, it becomes easier.
Yeah, I think so too. Once everything's in place, I think it'll be seamless. It's just about getting to that field and just being, where I need to be in terms of time management.
Absolutely. And talking about marketing, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your marketing strategy and what makes you different than other agents in this market.
So, marketing this in this market, in this climate is a challenge. We are not blessed with the crazy COVID days that we had. So the homes sit on the market a little bit longer. It's typical for a home to sit on the market now for 90 days even. So I think you have to think outside the box a little bit. Maybe amp up your YouTube videos, get some of your internet marketing out there as well as print. Now is not the time to scale back on marketing. I think it's the opposite approach. We need to actually boost the marketing and get these homes sold.
Yeah, definitely. And so before I ask you about the price point of this home, I know that you do a lot with emotional intelligence and, renting properties so that people can see how it's like to live there. And I think that that's great. I definitely think that's a strategy that I have not seen implemented by other agents.
And it didn't come on purpose. It was just, by default. We had, as you know, a model home at one point that was just kind of sitting. I hosted my baby shower there, and believe it or not, we sold it that day because the couple came in, they saw everybody there having a good time. And the wife was like, wow, I could really see myself entertaining in this home. And she saw the vision, and we sold the model that day just by chance. I've also sold homes because I've had tenants, they're renting and they see that these homes could have life to them, kids swimming in the pool and perhaps, somebody cooking in the kitchen kind of thing. So I think when you can bring life into a home, people can see themselves living there.
Yeah, what's better than lifestyle photography is actual living.
It's actual real life, right?
Yeah, in the home.
Not models, but people who really live there. Yeah, and that's a great selling tool, just by default and not necessarily on purpose.
So this home is listed for how much?
So this home here is listed for $6,395. This is a luxury estate. This is in the Gulf Estate neighborhood of Old Palm, the quarter-acre estates.
And so you would imagine that this home then would be about 90 days on the market?
Yeah, this home, it may actually end up going a little bit longer. Once you get up to these higher price points, right, your pool of buyers actually gets a little bit smaller, which is why we got to get creative in the marketing and get this house out globally so that, people in Europe see it, people on the West Coast see it. And I think that's going to be one of the challenges, that I'm going to have to overcome in this market is just branching out and getting a little further than my regular, Northeast clientele.
Yeah, and one of the things I was going to mention too is, like you said, during COVID days, people didn't have to think as much about their marketing strategies because homes would sell in a day. Right. And now, I think for all agents, they're, like you said, they're facing those challenges, and so marketing is a wise investment for anybody.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
And so, I know you told me a little bit about the house, but is there one feature that you absolutely love?
One of my favorite features of this particular model is the winding spiral staircase. I think it just gives you that wow effect when you walk through the front door. And it's not a design element you see in a lot of homes.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when you opened up the doors and I was like, wow, I didn't expect it to look so beautiful. A lot of times it is seeing it in person. Photos can only do so much.
And that's true. And that's why I want to invite people to come down and tour the homes because, it's one thing to look at a beautiful home in pictures, but it's another thing to feel it and to be a part of the home when you're here and inside. The feeling you get is different than you can get online through photos.
I'm a bathroom person, so I have not seen the bathrooms yet. How nice is the bathroom?
These bathrooms were just renovated. They are very ultra modern, beautiful. The master bath is super luxurious.
So then I definitely want to check that out. And I'd probably be sold on the bathroom. I'm super weird.
Let's go see the tub.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. You're right. I love this bathroom.
How great is this? So you've got these beautiful porcelain floors that look like marble, which everybody's doing these days. Beautiful freestanding tub, body jets in the shower. Luxury is definitely screams in this bathroom.
How big are these tiles?
These are big format tiles. I believe these are 24 by 24, so it's nice. It gives you that feeling of, a big piece of marble, but in a manageable layout.
It's perfect. I just love the shower. I think it's great. I love the all full glass.
Yeah, the seamless glass, the frameless glass. You've got the body sprays there. That is a great shower.
Thank you, Becky. It was so nice seeing this house.
I'm so glad you made it out today. This really is something special.
Thank you.